And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in This Week.
Welcome to This Week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Renowned for his medical expertise and astute observations on global affairs, Padma Shri recipient Dr. Parikh joins us to delve into the recent developments shaping our world. Today we'll explore politics, conflicts and cultural milestones. Dr. Parikh, thank you for being with us on the show.
Namaskar everyone.
So starting with my first question, we'll go back a little to last week. First presidential debate of 2024 between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. What are your thoughts on the performance of both candidates in the first presidential debate? How do you think this debate will impact the upcoming elections? And if there were any key issues or moments that stood out to you during the debate?
Well, the debate was very interesting, and as you all know who watches the debate, that somehow Biden looked little kind of slow, kind of very shuffle gait, and little difficult to communicate. Though he knew the subject, but he was not coming across very forceful or very kind of good communicator, while Trump obviously was coming out as a good communicator. Fortunately, he was not kind of screaming or shouting. He was very calm and very docile in a sense in his voice and talking. And I think that overall the debate was in the kind of in favor of former President Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. And as you know that after debate, the survey came out in which there is almost 32% of the difference between former President Trump and current President Biden. Mm-hmm. So I think it is a little concern for Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm. And they don't do any fact check when they are speaking, both the candidates, I would say. Do you think fact checking is required during the debate?
I think probably, I'm sure their speeches and their thing is always prepared by someone or help to prepare by someone. So fact check, we presume that fact check has been done, but once in a while you can see that their facts are not in line with the real facts.
Yes, because he did speak about the medicines and insulin and diabetes for the senior, the shots, everything he spoke, but it really seemed very off, I would say.
Right. That shows that he is not well prepared for that,
Do you think they would keep him as the presidential candidate, or it's just a facade?
No, I think today I just heard the news that Biden has decided to stay in.
Oh, that's a breaking news.
Right.
Wow.
So I think he will stay in because it's unless really something happens between now and their convention, which is in August, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Then otherwise he will stay in unless the Democratic establishment kind of try to convince him. And if they have any good replacement, then it can help the Democratic Party. But you see, it's hard to push out or push back with the current president.
Very true. India winning the World Cup, beating South Africa, what do you think contributed to India's success in the tournament? How do you see this win impacting the future of cricket in the USA?
I think I had an opportunity to have dinner with all the T20 players when they were here after their match on June 8th, when they won against Pakistan. And I was talking, they were sitting, 6 players were sitting on my table. So we were discussing about this thing, and I think in any game, it all depends upon how they play the day they play. And because at this level, when they come to T20 from the different countries, they are the best of best in their countries, right? So it's not that somebody is better than others, right? And even that India-Pakistan game we won, but that day Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma did not perform better. So it's a game. In a game is always like the person who wins, who plays perfect on that day. So I think, but only thing is, by having that kind of game in the USA, I think it will promote and it will kind of boost the future of the cricket team, USA cricket team in USA.
How do you perceive the impact of the newly sworn-in members in the Lok Sabha? What are your thoughts on the strong opposition and the speeches by leaders like Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav? Also, we had Prime Minister Narendra Modi giving such a powerful speech for 2 hours.
Yes, I mean, as you know that, of course, NDA means BJP plus its allies has majority. They are in the power right now. But of course, whenever there is a kind of coalition government, the major party has to work very hard and make sure that they take everyone with them for each and every issue or policy of the government. And if not, then somebody can fall apart, and then because this is a very thin majority we have right now. And luckily, it's good for democracy that we have very strong opposition.
Yes.
And I think all the speeches by, I mean, of course, speech by Narendra Modi was very good. I mean, Prime Minister is always good because he is a great communicator. But yesterday it was disrupted by a lot of kind of
walking out.
Not only walking out is today it happened, but I mean yesterday in Rajya Sabha, but in Lok Sabha there were a lot of heckling and a lot of shouting and all those things. I don't know whether it is a good thing to do or not, because this was a kind of thank you speech to the President of India. But I think going forward, I can see that because of the strong opposition, I think is better for India, because then now opposition has right and strength and kind of moral support to discuss each and every issue and put their voice or their thinking, and that is good for any democracy.
Yeah, we have a strong opposition.
Right.
The democracy has to have
strong
checks and balances.
Right.
Very nice. What are your expectations for the general elections in the UK starting this week? How do you see the current political climate influencing the election results?
I think because UK's economy is not doing that well, and current government is very conservative government, and it looks like from the polls and reading to all the news items from the UK, I think probably Labour Party will win this time.
Oh.
And Sunak may not be a prime minister after next week.
Oh, okay. Any bets on who's the right candidate?
No, there is no bets on. Both are good candidate. I mean, of course, we being an Indian origin person, we always kind of sided or we like Sunak to continue as a prime minister. But I think looking at the whole scenario there, probably Labour Party will win, because since last 2 elections, Republican, I mean, their conservative Tories is winning, and so now probably it's in any democracy, usually people get tired or people get, has changed their mind.
But what do you think will be the impact globally from this election, like geopolitical relations? How will that impact?
Which one? Which election? India or?
In London.
In London, no, I don't think it affects much, because I mean, they had Liberal Party in the power before many times, and they always have good US-India relations. I mean, UK-India relation. So I don't think it makes a big difference, because global equation depends upon so many factors. It's not straightforward or black and white, and therefore I don't think it will make any much difference.
Okay. In what ways do you think the 4th of July serves as an opportunity for Indian Americans to reflect on the values of freedom and democracy that both the United States and India cherish?
I think 4th of July again reminds us that USA is a very oldest and kind of a very true democracy going on for last 300 years. And I think we should learn a similar thing from the USA, that how democracy works. And in India, of course, India's independence came after very, very hard work or hard fight for 200 years against the Britishers, and then we got the freedom of India. And I think we should teach our second generation that who were the freedom fighters, how much they sacrifice, and all those things, and then they can appreciate the value of the freedom and value of the homeland.
Talk about the first annual RP World Health Conference that will take place from July 18 to July 24th in the New York City.
Well, I think this conference is, they changed the name to First Congress, but it is 42nd Annual Convention of the API, because I'm being a senior advisor to the API. I think API is always in my kind of heart and my blood, sort of, because I love that organization for last 42 years. And this convention is going to be in Marriott Marquis. We are hoping to see a lot of API members, which is physicians from all over the country, and also from the outside country, including the India. And we have a very good list of the VIP guests in the API, including ambassador, consul general, some minister from the India, hopefully, and also senators and congressmen from USA. And also, I think we are expecting Surgeon General from the USA to the API convention.
Murthy.
Yes, Vivek Murthy to API convention. And again, of course, this kind of convention is, of course, it's meet and greet and some sort of education, CME, continuing medical education. But the most important part, people come there because of the socialization and having a great gala, great food, and great entertainment. And this time we have, I think, Kapil Sharma there, who is a very acclaimed comedian, and I'm sure we all will enjoy the convention. Yeah.
Before Dr. Parikh gives out this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parikh on Facebook at Dr. Parikh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is Sudh Parikh.
Hello, dear friends. This week. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to have our physicians, American Association of Physicians of Indian Origin annual convention. It's a 42nd annual convention, and I kind of invite all the physicians and their family to Marriott Marquis to meet and greet and learn something more advances in the medicine, as well as have great social entertainment and great food in the evening. So please come and join us. After saying that, we'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.